you will lose the game, my friend. Yeah, I think that you are going to lose this game. Okay, for damage to the face, no problem. Let's discard the land, and game over. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I am Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you a Boros Discard Mayhem. But as always, before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at mtg_barbieri, because there you will find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is available on my GitHub. You can find the link in the description below. Just click in the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there and import directly to your MTG Arena. So let's talk about this deck here. This is a board discard, but a board discard that is now using the Mayhem mechanic. So it's basically a white and red deck, but you may ask, oh, we have some black cards here that use black here, and here. But in practice, we are not going to use the black color. But if you need to use, we can using the starting town or the multiversal passage, we can have the black color here. But in practice, this is gonna be a white and red deck. So what's the basic strategy of this deck here? We have a lot of cards that discard stuff, and every time we discard stuff, we can have a big value, we can receive a big value from it, because we have a Monument to Endurance. It's an artifact that costs 3 colorless mana from the Either Drift, and whenever you discard a card, you choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Draw a card, create a treasury token, or each opponent loses 3 life. And basically you will choose what's better for you in a certain point of the game. But basically we are going to keep discarding stuff and using the Monument to Endurance here to draw cards and deal damage and things like that. Things like this. And also to help us when we discard stuff, we are using 2 cards here that has the Mayhem mechanic. The first one is the Ruzic Bullet but Victorious. That costs normally 3, 2 red mana and 1 mana of any color. And at the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card, then create a treasury token, and it has Mayhem, black or red mana, and 2 colorless mana. Also, we have here the Kivni Orb Waver, that costs 1 black mana and 1 red mana, but if we discard this, when we pay the Mayhem cost, we only need to pay a red mana or a black mana. It has Menace, and when Kivni enters, you may discard a card. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on him. It's a 2/1, it will become a 3/2 for just one mana sometimes. And also we have some other cards from the latest set. That's the Knife Trick. It will be our spot removal. It only costs 1 red mana or 1 black mana, and as an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card or pay 2 colorless mana. Knife Trick deals 3 damage to target creature. So basically we can use a Knife Trick on our opponent's creature, then we discard some Kivni or Ruzic, and then we pay the mana cost of the Mayhem to get it back to the battlefield from the graveyard. Now we have also the Marauding Mako. It's a creature, and whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put that many +1/+1 counter on this creature. And it has Cycling 2, that it's also considered a form of discard. So every time you discard any stuff here, you will put a +1/+1 counter on this creature here. It's amazing. We have the Skittering Kitten. It has haste, and you can discard a card and sacrifice this creature, and then you draw a card. So you can use this to trigger the discard mechanic. We have also Fear of Missing Out, that when this creature enters, discard a card, then draw a card. and it has the delirium mechanic. Whenever this creature attacks, for the first time each turn, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. So basically you can give 2 opportunities of attack to any creature that you have. Usually the strongest creature you will choose as the target of this mechanic here. Also, we have here Joshua Phoenix Dominant. It costs 1 black, 1 blue, 1 red mana, 1 white mana, and 1 colorless mana. It's a 3/4, and when Joshua enters, discard up 2 cards, then draw that many cards. You may pay also 1 white mana, 1 red mana, and 3 colorless mana, and you will exile Joshua, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control, and you can activate only as a sorcery. So it will become a 4/4 creature with flying and lifelink, and on the first and second lore counters, you will have the Rising Flames Phoenix, deals 2 damage to each opponent. And also on the lore counter, number 3, you will have the Flames of Rebirth, return any number of target creatures cards from return any number of target creature cards with total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile Phoenix, then return it to the battlefield tapped. So it will return as Joshua again. And this is the creatures that we have here. Also, we have the Helping Hand, because sometimes it's great to get our small creatures back for just 1 mana, especially because this deck discards a lot of creatures. So sometimes you can discard even creatures that doesn't have the Mayhem mechanic, and you can use Helping Hand to get them. And even you can use the Helping Hand to get any creature even with the Mayhem mechanic. And also we have here Quint's Insight. That's an enchantment from the latest set, the Through the Omenpaths. And it says the following: at the beginning of your first main phase, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, this enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent. So basically, every time you use the Mayhem mechanic, you will deal 1 damage to your opponent. And when we have Quint's Insight and Monumental to Endurance together, it's amazing, because you will have to discard a card in your turn, and then you will trigger the Monument to Endurance, and then choose if you want to draw a card, create a treasury token, or each opponent loses 3 life. No, you decide whatever is better for you in a certain point of the game. So, and we have here the Get Lost, to destroy a target creature, an enchantment, or a planeswalker. This card here doesn't affect directly our strategy, but it's always great to have some way to destroy a creature or enchantment or planeswalker with just 1 card here. We can choose what we want to destroy. It's very versatile. So basically this is the deck here. Let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, we have 2 lands here, and we can use Quint's Insight maybe to drop the Kivney, or just play the Kivney right away. Yeah, let's see. Let's play Starting Town. Then we can play the Sacred Foundry. Oh, it's a Chocobo. Yeah, we need to use the Lightning Helix. Let's do this right away. Pay 2 life. Let's destroy their Chocobo. And now we are back to 2 amps. We can play Monument to Endurance. Okay, they don't have a creature too. Great. Perfect. Let's say this is a red. Pay 2 life. Monument to Endurance. Great. I can play another 1 maybe, if they don't cast another creature. Okay, they casted Traveling Chocobo. Yeah, we need to destroy this. Let's see what we can do. Let's play a knife trick. Discard a card. That's gonna be this one here. We can create a treasury token. We can play this creature here. We can discard this monument to endurance here. So it's gonna be a 3/2. We can do each opponent loses 3 life. And we can play a Quint's Insight. Okay, we can call this a turn. We have Get Lost in case they cast any other creature. Okay. When Sash Catsroy enters, you may search your library for a bird or basic land card. Review it, put it into your hands, then shuffle. Whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Then double the number of +1/+1 counter on that creature. Okay. We can discard this one here. We can draw another card. Let's play this mountain. We can attack. Let's try to use Get Lost, actually. Yeah, let's try to use Get Lost. And see if they... Okay, they didn't protect it. We can use Helping Hand to get our Ruzic back, as we don't have enough mana. Okay. We can discard the Elegant Parlor on our next turn and maybe deal 3 damage to them. Okay, an enchantment. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 2/2 green bird. Okay, they are going to create 2 lands? No, it's just a 3/3. Okay, it's not a problem yet. What we can do, each opponent loses 3 life. We can discard again. Great, now we draw a card. And we can attack with both. Yeah, we can attack with both. Great. The next time we discard a card, we can win the game. Unless they receive some life back. Which I don't expect them to. Okay, they created another bird. If they don't get life back, they will lose the game. Okay, you can kill my creatures, no problem. But if you don't destroy my artifact or don't get your life back, you will lose the game, my friend. Yeah, I think that you are going to lose this game. Okay, for damage to the face, no problem. Let's discard the land and game over. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, 2 planes and a lot of red cards. No, Keep 6, and what we can discard? I think that we can discard Sacred Foundry, because we can have any color of mana with the starting town. Let's play what? Marauding Mako. Outpay, great. Now we can use Skittering Kitten. And we can even sacrifice it. Oh, okay, they probably are getting my Ruzic. No, they didn't. Yeah, they have to get my damage spell. Otherwise, they would lose their Deep Cavern Bat. Let's play this Skittering Kitten. Let's attack. I don't think they want to block. Okay, let's sacrifice. Discard. Oh, no, we will not discard this. I will discard this one here. Let's draw a card. And we can use Helping Hand to get the Skittering Kitten back again. And on the next turn, we can discard this creature and get it back with the Mayhem. Now we can't. Oh, damn. Okay. +1/+1 counter because I discarded it. Okay. 2 damage to the face, and now we have Fear of Missing Out. Let's discard this land here. And we have Quint's Insight. Actually, don't need Quint's Insight. Let's draw a card. Okay, now we have Starting Town. It's a little better. Okay, let's destroy the Fear of Missing Out. And we have a 5/5 creature. Okay, Helping Hand would be great to me, but they exiled my graveyard, so it's not going to help me. Deep Cavern Bat, okay, another one. Okay. We have Fear of Missing Out again. Have a plains, and let's attack. Okay, they are protecting with Deep Cavern Bats. They are destroying again. Oh, they are removing my Fear of Missing Out. Now it's a 6/6. Bandit's Talent. Okay. A plains. Let's attack with both. Great. Let's try to force them to discard some stuff from my hand. And let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, they are. Yeah. They exiled. Resentful Revelation. Okay, I'm going to get 2-3 more damage. If I get... Come on, man, let's finish the game. Okay, one more game, one more victory. Okay, we have 2 lands here. Some cards to discard. Yeah, we can keep 7. We can begin with Starting Town. Play a Skittering Kitten. Another Starting Town. It's crazy. Let's attack. Okay, 1 damage to the face. And we can play a Kivni on the next turn. We play another Starting Town. Voice of Victory. Okay, I need to play a Get Lost. I need to play a Get Lost. Let's destroy their Voice of Victory. And let's attack. 1 damage to the face again. When we sacrifice this, we can discard the Kivni, or maybe this one here, and get with the Helping Hand. Actually, I can discard this, then discard this. Yeah, I believe that's gonna work. Man, I hate Authority of the Councils. I hate it. Let's attack. 1 damage to the face. Let's sacrifice, discard this one here. Then we can play this one here. Discard this one. And we can get back with the Helping Hand. Yeah. That's it, and they just got to life, and we can deal 8. 11 with Lightning Helix. Another Authority of Councils. Okay. Oh, it's a creature. They will gain 2 life. Let's discard what? Let's discard this one here. Let's play this starting town. Let's play Quint's Insight. Yeah, let's play Quint's Insight. We can attack. And I believe that they can't use the Restless Fortress. Okay, let's deal weight damage to the face, right? They are not destroying any of my creatures, I believe. Come on, man. Decide. Your goal. Okay, end turn. Let's hold the Lightning Helix here. Maybe we can use them directly to the face. But if they get another Authority of Councils, okay, they will not be able to transform the landing creature. Okay, 1 more game, 1 more victory. Okay, we have 2 lands, but we need 3 here and 3 here. And we don't have anything to play on turn 1 or 2. Because Helping Hand and Knife Trick. At least now we don't have a target for them. Let's play red mana. Enter step, okay. The Mayhem of this creature here is also 3, so... Oh, now we have some creatures here that can... that can help us to discard stuff. But I need a red mana and a black mana before I discard this. Okay, let's pass my turn. Okay, now we have Multiversal Passage. We can choose a red mana. Yeah, let's choose red mana, pay 2 life. We can play Knife Trick. Let's choose the Corsi and let's discard what? This one here. And we can play it before the turn is over. Great. And we can discard what? This creature here. And we can get it back with the Helping Hand. Great. And we put a +1/+1 on this creature here. Perfect. Now I can play Monument of Endurance. Okay, you will get a Get Lost. Let's discard the Monumental to Endurance. Let's play a Get Lost. Actually, we can play No, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Let's attack with both. So at least they take some damage. I should have played Get Lost first. I will keep this card here so I can discard with the Ruzic. Okay, they're going to destroy my creatures. Bloodlair of Aclazots. It's a 4/6 now. Let's discard this one here. What we can do? Each opponent loses 3 life. Yeah, each opponent loses 3 life. We can play a Get Lost here. And we can attack with this one. Great. I should have played Get Lost on the last turn, two turns before, because I could have avoided the Bloodlair of Aclazots become a 4/6. It would be a 2/4, so I could attack with Ruzic. My bad. Okay, they have Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay, they will get 4 life back. Come on, man, let's finish the game. Okay, one more game, one more victory. Okay, we can play a Skittering Kitten. Then we can play a Kivney Orb Weaver. Yeah, we can play this on... Actually, we can play this on turn 2 anyway. No, we don't have black mana. So we need to sacrifice this Skittering Kitten. Yeah, let's skip 7. And if I play a Fear of Missing Out, I will need also a 3rd mana to be able to play the Kivney. We'll need another red mana. Okay, let's begin with the Skittering Kitten. 1 damage to the face. Then we can sacrifice this and play a Kivney. It looks like a plan. But maybe we may need to use Lightning Helix to destroy some creature. Okay, great. Fountain Bell, okay. It's not a problem. Port Bell. Okay, pass my turn. We have another land here. We can play this one. tap it because we don't need more than one mana this turn. We can attack. And we can sacrifice this, discard the Kivni. And we can play the Kivni. And then we can discard this one here. So it becomes a 3-2. And then if they destroy my Kivni, I can play a Fear of Missing Out, discard the other Kivni, and play with the remaining lands. That probably will be the Sunbillow Verge or the Mountain. Okay, they are drawing a card because probably they don't have an answer. Another Fountain Port Bell? Okay. Islands? Okay, they are drawing another card. They have a lot of lands here. Buried Treasure. Sacrifices artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. You pay 5 colorless mana, exile this card from your graveyard. Discover 5. This can be a problem, this discover here. But at least it's not every turn. Okay. What we can do? We can play the Sunbillow. And we can play a Monument. That's the best that we can do. Okay, 3 damage to the face. And then we can play a Fear of Missing Out. But I will have to discard this one here. Because if I discard this one here, I will not be able to play it. Because it's legendary and I already have one on my battlefield. It's a 4/4. Man, this is a problem. Pay to life. It has lifelink. Let's play Fear of Missing Out. Let's discard this Fear of Missing Out here. Actually, I will drop this one. Okay, we can... Each opponent loses 3 life. And we can attack and deal 3 damage to the face. Okay. And let's see. We can play the other Fear of Missing Out. Let's discard the Helping Hand. And we can draw a card. And we have Get Lost to play on the next turn. And maybe we can even use the Lightning Helix to finish the game if we need. Okay, let's take all the damage. What we can do? Let's play Get Lost here. Great. We are dealing 5, 7, 10 damage. Okay. Let's attack with all. Actually, we give him even more damage. Let's choose here and choose here. Okay. Resolve all. They can get a lot of life back. Okay, we can sacrifice this one here Let's discard this one. Let's create a treasury token. Let's deal 3 damage here. Auto pay. At least we killed their creature. Let's attack again. They are down to 7. Okay, they are getting back. Okay, they can't get back their creature, I believe. Yeah, too bad. The Discover 5 didn't work well to them. They still have 2 mana. Yeah, but they don't have more time to win. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. Got any questions about the build or how it plays? Drop a comment, I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.